Hi teens, it's Teen Starzo again, and I'm excited because today I have a very good company.
What?
I have a very good company. I have a very good company.
Jesus! This grammar now, wow.
Is that the right word? Cut. Start again. Hi teens, it's Teen Starzo, and I'm so thrilled because I have good company here. And yeah, we'll learn something. I'm also learning. So let's get right to it. Christy,
Yes.
I've had your testimony. I do not want to get into that because we have a very short time, but we must bring the message home. First of all, what do you do? Where are you at? Just you in 5 seconds.
Okay, 5 seconds. My name is Christy ASIIMWE, and
Yeah.
I am at Uganda Christian University. I'm pursuing a bachelor's degree in arts with education, and I like to add I'm majoring in English and literature.
I like to add that she is measuring in English and literature. So the key thing here is how you find your purpose and how you actually choose education.
Education, yeah.
That's the story that we want to hear.
Okay,
Okay.
it's a big part of me actually.
Yeah.
So I went to Gaza High School from my S1 to S4, and there I think in that place God started to stir me and to draw my attention more towards what was happening in the lives of the people around me, the young people around me, because I realized many of these girls were struggling with so much. They were struggling to fit into the circles that they had, and it was taking a toll on them because you go for all these house parties and do certain things just to fit in. And at that point, God directed me to the fact that He wanted me to play a part in helping to mold them into the people that He wanted them to be. And so at that time, I chose to do. I decided that, you know what, in the future I'm going to do nutrition, yeah? I'm going to become a human nutritionist.
Yeah.
But that was so that I could get some extra time on the side to, do like school ministry and things like that. Now I was putting it on the side, but just like for many of us, God has already pointed us to something. There is something that He has put in your heart, something that you have a yearning for, something that you have a desire to see change. And that is something that He has, put in your heart already. And for me, that was it. And so later on, I joined a new school, and it was a school using the ASIIMWE curriculum. It's an international curriculum. And so because it was a different curriculum, I had to be pushed back in the grades. There was a lot of change, and instead of spending 2 years during high school, I spent like 4 years, and it was difficult for me at that time.
Because all your friends at this time
Yes.
are already at college.
Right.
And for you, you're just
I'm just finishing. Thank you. Yes, it was actually a very, very difficult situation for me, and I know we all go through difficult situations.
Absolutely.
But this week I have been learning God does not waste experiences. He does not waste experiences.
Yeah, He does not, and that is where I want to call on to, tap into where you said about your stories earlier on, and you're sharing your story with the children in the class, and you're telling them right where you are, and it's God's training. God is training you right where you are.
Yes.
And you said that it's at this point that you choose to get into education.
Yes.
Would it have been harder for you to choose education if you had not experienced that phase in your life where you're being forced to rebound?
I think it would have been harder. The fact is that when I joined this new school, God now directed me specifically to education, and He told me, I want you to go do education because this is where I want you. I want you there full time, not as a side job, like besides your nutrition.
Yeah.
And now I am able to have every day an opportunity to speak into the lives of young people, to speak into the lives of children, and to direct them toward the path that they need to be living in for God. And I think it is something that we all need to do. Every one of us has a purpose. We are created by God. Psalm 100 says that we are not our own people, we are His people. He has created us. And so we need to come before His presence with singing to give our all to Him.
Absolutely.
So He has created you for a purpose. He created me for a purpose. He has enabled me to see that purpose. And the sooner you see it, the sooner you pray to God and ask Him, God, please show me, the better it will be for you. And I pray that it will be encouraging to each and every one of us.
Absolutely. And you had the privilege of finding your own purpose early, and now you're living it.
Yeah.
Is it ever hard, or is it easy now that, it's your purpose, so it should be easy?
Well, it is. Everything is difficult. Everything is difficult. Everything has its own ups and downs. But the fact is that because God has created you to do something, He'll give you extra grace for it.
Yeah.
And if you're walking in His purpose for your life, it will be so much easier for you to do. Other than when you are trying to run after something just to, you know, get it done with, or just to get money and things like that.
Absolutely, and that's what makes the difference. Thank you very much. Perhaps we'll bring Christy back next time. If we don't, I hope you picked something on finding your purpose and living into that purpose, because that is what God has given you the grace for. Until the next time, bye.
Bye-bye.